were you always like into like nerd culture, anime, like while you were also like playing football?
Didn't become cool and kind of mainstream until after I graduated college. So like I'm happy in that respect. I feel like some people would be like, "Oh, you don't even know what I went through." But now I'm just like I'm walking through Target and I'm seeing there's like kind of a whole anime section like in the corner and I'm like, "Dude, this would have been so cool growing up."
What else would you get somebody new into anime?
Evangelion. I would have to preface it and just be like, "Listen, do your thing when you get home from work and like it's definitely not going to make sense at the end,
Yeah.
but just enjoy the ride." AOT, watched like the first 4 episodes, couldn't get into it.
Oh, oh,
I know. I
oh.
know. I maybe I need to try it again.
Yo, 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 what is up? Welcome to another episode. That's dope. Got myself, and I got a special guest with me, Taybor Pepper. Is that how I pronounce it?
Yep, Tabor, yep.
Cool, cool, cool. I mean, how often do people mess that up?
All the time. It's funny cuz like people the one I get the most is Tabor. And I've gotten to the point in my life. I'm 30 now, so I've gotten to the point where I don't even correct them anymore. I'm like,
Oh,
whatever.
no. I think you
Hopefully
should.
it's like hopefully they hear somebody who says it right and they're like, okay, that's probably it. I'm like, you don't call someone Taylor when you see it spelled right. Like it's just Taylor
Yeah,
with a B.
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
I get. How'd you get that name, by the way? Like, was there any
my
special meaning behind it?
not any like special meaning. I think my dad like heard it in college or something, or it was. I like it. It's different enough. It's not like totally crazy like tree branch or something like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
That would be
Some
nuts,
wild name, yeah.
right? Well, super happy to have you on. We got introduced by Nick.
Hmm.
Like looking for One Piece fans all the time. Love geeking out about that show. Uh, of course, about anime and all the other jams right there. So, I
Hmm.
guess yeah. Would you like to quickly introduce yourself and then we'll jump into it?
For sure. Yep. I'm Taybor Pepper. Like I said, I'm 30 years old. And we were just talking right before the show. I play long snapper in the NFL. Kind of a weird position, but basically I'm the center and I snap it to the punter. And then on field goals, I snap it to the holder. So pretty specialized position. There's like only one on each team.
Oh wow.
And I've just played my 7th season and most recently played 5 years for the San Francisco 49ers. And I was just telling you before the show, I like kind of randomly got cut last week, like a week ago today, just completely out of the blue. Doesn't really make sense, but right back on the grind. It's the off season, so I've been in the weight room anyway, but just getting back into the weight room, focusing a little bit more. And I guess as a pick me up, over a year ago, I scheduled a Japan trip, so that couldn't have been any better timed for my mental
Perfect
health right
timing for
now.
real.
But yeah, I've been planning on that and thinking about the Japan trip. I was like, okay, I'll just stay in Tokyo. It's 10 days. There's something to do every day. I'm not really going to plan anything. I'll just mosey around. And then this last week I've been on TikTok, and right now my entire feed right now is like 3 things to do in Tokyo, and then it's like three
It knows
things to
you.
not do in Tokyo. It's like eat
It
here, and
got
it's
you.
like don't eat here. It's like every single one is a Japan one. So now I'm liking and putting everything on a map. I thought it was gonna be like super free flowing and not planning, and now I'm like scrambling, and I'm like, oh my god,
Oh
why didn't I
man.
schedule this or schedule that?
And
So
this is your first time, right?
yeah, yeah.
Man. I
Have you
mean,
been?
yeah, I've been 3 times, hoping to go
Oh,
again this
nice.
year. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
sweet, sweet. The thing I'm like most upset with myself about is I knew about it a while ago, but I forgot about the Straw Hat pirate crew, the statues in
Oh yeah,
Kumamoto.
way out though.
Way out there. And I thought it was like gonna be just a few hour Shinkansen away, the bullet train. But I looked and it's like 5.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize it. And like there's a few days where I could squeeze it in, but I don't think I planned far enough ahead to find a tour guide. And
Yeah,
the
low key, I
three
just
I've
say stay in Tokyo, like especially your first
yeah.
time. Like, or do you
Yeah.
have plans? Like, are you going to like the other areas like Kyoto or Osaka?
I wasn't planning on it, and I think I could. I contacted one other tour guide for the statues today. If they're able to make it work on these few days that I have, I think I can do it. I think I'll just suck it up and get the hour and a half plane ride to Kumamoto and
Man,
just bang it out.
good luck to you.
but that was such poor planning on my part.
No. I mean, there's just too much to do in Tokyo, in my
They were,
opinion. Like, I
yeah,
think it's like 20 big cities in one. Like, you won't be bored. I
yeah.
I low key think like people should just stay in Tokyo the first time versus like trying to go all the way out.
Hmm.
And then also like the statues, like they're not all in one place either.
Yeah. Everything I look at, all the tour guides, it's like this is an 8-hour experience. And
Yep.
I'm like, dang. So I would
Yeah.
basically have to fly out there, stay the night, wake up early, and I could get back to Tokyo the next day. But it's a lot to squeeze in. But I'm so like I collect all the Japanese cards for the One Piece TCG, and
Oh,
I'm so
word.
like I'm so collector brained that like they sell those special like replicas of the gold statues at like
Yep.
around where the gold statues are, and like my collector brain is like, you have to get those. You have to go all the way there and buy two of each, and like so I'm just kind of like I'm
Whew.
fiending right now, but
Good luck to you. I mean, yeah,
I hope I
that's a
can make it
lot.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it's like I'm rooting for you with that trip. I gotta catch up with you after you do that trip.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
That's
And
sick
Nick's
though.
helping me. I'm going to be hopefully shooting some good content while I'm there and kind of
Okay.
beefing up my social media a little bit.
That's hype. I mean,
Hmm.
there's so many questions to ask. I mean, I guess like going back to football is like, so you've been doing that for 7 seasons, right?
Hmm. In the
Like,
NFL, yeah.
did you do that like in high school and college and all that?
Yeah, so I started like my position. I played like quarterback for when I was like in youth football, and then switched to this position in like 10th grade, and then like really took it seriously. Then got recruited to go to college, and I got a full scholarship to do it at Michigan State. Did that for 4 years, and then graduated. And then that first season that I was graduated, like no NFL team wanted me, so I was basically just chilling at home. And then the next season, I played 4 games for the Packers, and I broke my foot.
Oh, dang.
And then my season was over. And then the next year, nobody wanted me. And then the next year, I played for the Dolphins, and then they cut me. And then I signed with the Niners, and it's been 5 years. And that it hasn't felt like 5 years. It's been a flash. And then they just cut me. So I don't know where I'm going next.
Dang. Hey, no, I mean, it sounds like you bounced back pretty quick. You know, it's
Yeah.
like you've had your drops, but you get back with it. And also, that
Hmm.
position sounds pretty hard in itself.
Yeah, it's just tough. I guess, I mean, it's a blessing now. I have 5 really good seasons. Like I was playing really well. That's why it kind of came out of nowhere that they cut me. It's not like I was messing up.
Yeah.
So, but I have like 5 seasons of really good film. So, the timing was just bad, and a lot of other teams like picked up their guy that they're gonna try with like in the spring or whatever. So, you know, if someone gets hurt or they do poorly, just because of how much experience I have, I'll probably be kind of on a lot of teams like shortlist. So
I see.
just hoping for that.
I'm rooting for you, man, with that. But
Appreciate it.
were you always like into like nerd culture, anime, like while you were also like playing football?
Yeah, I it didn't become cool and kind of mainstream until after I graduated college. So like I'm happy in that respect. I feel like some people would be like, "Oh, you don't even know what I went through." But now I'm just like I'm walking through Target, and I'm seeing there's like kind of a whole anime section like in
Straight
the
up.
corner, and I'm like, "Dude, this would have been so cool growing up." Really the only thing you ever saw out in public to like signal to people you were a weeb was just the Naruto headbands.
Yeah.
There really
That was a
was,
lot.
and it was a lot for 2007. Yeah, I was in 7th grade in 2007, so like
Whew.
that was a lot. It was like that was, I mean, you're literally like marking yourself as a weeb, and
Yeah.
what was
Doing
so
a
funny.
Naruto run.
Yeah, no, literally, and the
Oh.
funniest thing was like that's when I started watching it, and then like was watching Shippuden, and I was a closeted weeb, and so I would watch Shippuden like on the weekends on my family computer, and then I went to school, and like all the kids who wore the headbands, they were like their own little clique, and yeah, and I was kind of like this, and then one time I think during class I went to the bathroom or like was getting a drink of water, and I walked past one of them, and they had Kiba's dog, like the plushie like in their backpack.
Okay, I was like,
And I
on
can't
their shoulders
remember.
like
I
that?
can't remember the dog's name, but like
Yeah.
at the time, I knew his name, and I was like, "Oh, I like your so and so plushie,"
Uh-huh.
and they were like, "That's not his name," and I was like, "Are you even really? Are you even? Do you even know what you're talking about? Are you a poser? Are you
Poser.
a weeb poser? Like, come on."
Man, even back then, that's a little crazy. Like
I
you're
know.
gonna wear the merch, put yourself out there like that, and still not know the brand. Like,
Yeah.
man, and like that's cool though. It's like like unfortunately back then, it's like I wish that we all were open with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like also like I wish there wasn't like that stigma of like, oh, if you like sports, you couldn't have liked anime or anything like that, right?
That was how my old like when I lived in Oklahoma. That was when I lived in Oklahoma. I moved to Michigan when I was going into 10th grade. Um, but my school in Oklahoma was so clicky. Like no one went outside of their circle. So like all those weebs just hung out with the weebs. So
Ah,
I was just trying to like give a wink, wink, nudge, nudge
yeah,
in the hallway. I wasn't trying to like
it
project
would
to
have
the
been
whole
cool.
school, but
Yeah,
they failed the test. So it's like, why would I
damn.
even?
Damn. Yeah, honestly, I think that's the thing. Like, where it's like, I wish that, like, especially like the anime crowd would have been. Okay, no, it's not really the anime crowd's fault. I
No,
mean,
yeah.
you know how it is, right?
No, it's high school.
Yeah,
If anybody can point at someone else and make them other, they're going to. So it's like
yeah.
it sucks, but it's like, all right, well, you wore a Naruto headband to school. Sorry, bud.
You really have to put yourself out there to
I know.
really be a part of it. Dang, that's tough. But
Yeah.
I was Naruto like your first like real
Yeah.
anime like that.
Yeah. And I was talking to our mutual Nick today, and he was asking about some of the manga that I have, and I was mentioning I wanted the Death Note, like kind of one of the special editions, and
Oh,
so when I was watching Naruto, you're trying to like grow your taste a little bit, and we didn't have Crunchyroll back then.
back in my day, right?
Back in my day, we had
We
to.
watch YouTube. It
There
was
used to be
splitting one
YouTube
fourth.
ones,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and
You know how it is.
you had to like give your computer all sorts of computer STDs just to
Whew, you're right.
watch
That
anime.
LimeWire, right? Accidental.exes, right?
Yeah, yeah. I had to download more RAM to watch anime back then. Uh, I was trying to broaden my horizons, and so I started watching Death Note. And like I said, I was watching it, I guess, on the family computer, but it was really my computer. But it was in this like
In the
nook in the
public area.
kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I was on episode like 4 or 5 or something. Because on the weekends I would just binge anime the whole time, and so uh, I had watched a few episodes and I really liked it. Obviously it's like kind of dark and kind of creepy, and then the name Death Note. So I like got up and like went to the bathroom, or like went to my room for a second, and all of a sudden I hear a shriek in the
Uh-oh.
kitchen.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Cam, what is this? Oh no!
Oh,
What
no.
is he watching? And then the tears came, and she's like, "Get down here now!" And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Death Note? Is this some sort of like
Same.
suicide pact? Are you like gonna kill yourself?" I'm like, "Whoa, what?" I'm like, "It's about," and then you like. I almost catch myself trying to explain it to my mom when I'm in 7th grade, and like think about it for a second.
Woo.
Well, no, mom, it's about a high school kid who he writes names down in a book and he gets to kill anyone he wants. It's like, not just taken
Mom,
on the
no, you don't
chin.
understand.
Satan took it over. I don't know what I was looking at.
Ooh, that's tough. Yeah, was your family like very Christian like that?
I mean, kind of back. Well, I guess back then they were a lot. They've kind of chilled out quite a bit, but yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
thank God for that.
yeah, and it was just like you had. Like, I was the oldest, and I was in middle school, so I'm sure they were looking for any sort of rebellion whatsoever. But I was just like, man, come on, like
Of all things.
of all things.
I was scared. I was more scared that like your Death Note turned into something else. It's
Oh
like,
no, like a pop up. No, 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 no. She was just Mom, it's about a god of death who lets you kill anyone you want. Which is
golly,
also
yeah.
like horrible to say.
Just
but,
watch
like,
it, Mom.
yeah, like the perfect like middle school angsty thing to watch. It's like, yeah, that's not gonna help my case
At all. It's
to
like
word
hopefully
it
didn't see
that.
like the openings or the endings like that. Those were
I know.
hardcore.
Oh god.
Man, but dude, I mean, that was a good show though. I mean, like that one, I like to show that to a lot of people who maybe don't know what anime really could be.
I,
It's like it's great bridge of anime right there.
I agree. And my buddy, we always joke like if we had to start a podcast, what would it be? And I was like into screamo and stuff in middle school and high school, and I
Yeah.
still like the old stuff that I listen to. I don't listen to any of the new stuff, but
Nah.
he is like super into emo music from that era, and so it's the worst podcast idea ever. But he was gonna show me. He was gonna like one week tell me to listen to like this really great emo album, and then I was gonna suggest a few episodes of a certain anime to him, and then we'd come back, and it would just be the weirdest
Very
mix up.
weird
But
mix, but I like it. I
yeah,
like
and
it.
so my first suggestion to him was Death Note. I got his wife to watch Free Run.
Oh, okay.
And
There
she
we go. Good
loved it, and
taste.
she loved it. I love
Yeah.
Free Run. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
I'm
very good, especially the English dub.
yes.
That I think it's a really good way to intro people into anime because it's not
The
like
stereotypical type of almost over sexualized sometimes or like too violent.
exactly.
Type
I
of
was
deal.
about to say it's not like Fire Force, like introing somebody to that. You
Yeah,
know?
Fire Force bums me. Like I like Fire Force, but it bums me out also. Like
Because
just a
I can't
random.
watch it in public. I tried to watch Fire Force on like some of my
Ooh.
team flights to away games. And I'm like, I felt like I was at home again. I'm like closing my iPad.
Hey,
I'm
I
like,
didn't know. Hey,
they're literally like having one of the best choreographed fights in the entire series, and
then all of a
boom,
sudden,
bikini, and I'm like, slam it.
what are you watching, Tabor?
Yeah, exactly. I can't those allegations in the locker
Bro, like I
room.
mean, like I that's my problem with it too. Like I had an issue with Fire Force because of like it would just be like really good politics and uh cool drama and cool fights, and then all of a sudden random girl just has to get naked somehow. It's just it made no sense.
It was just too interjected.
It was
I'm
no
not
no
I'm not going to be
'cause
mad at fan service
no
like
hey
that, but
hey
like
I can like fan service too
save it
myself
for the beach episode.
straight up
Not in the middle
when it
of
makes
like
sense.
a really important fight / arc / like it just like okay, all right, well, okay.
100%, 100%. I
Yeah.
like that. What else would you get somebody new into anime or who maybe not know anything about anime? Like what would you tell them to watch?
Mm, I had another one I was gonna tell him to watch. He's a huge stoner, so I was gonna say Evangelion.
Okay. Oh wow,
But it's
that's
like, but it. I would have to preface it and just be like, listen, do your thing when you get home from work, and like, it's definitely not gonna make sense at the end,
yeah.
but just enjoy the ride. And whatever, like, if you want to
What a
dissect it,
ride.
watch it again. But
What
like,
a ride.
just
And
enjoy
at
the
least if you
first.
put them on the rebrand movies, the rebuild movies, I think that might
Yeah,
finalize some things. But that's a wild one. I like that.
yeah.
Wow.
I think
Okay.
that one. There's got to be another. There was another one I was thinking of, but I can't. When we had the bad podcast idea, there's another one I was gonna have them watch.
Right. No, that's a very interesting take right there. But I like that.
Yeah,
And then
those
when
ones
did
that are like 30-ish episodes.
Yeah.
I feel like are the good like kind of samplers. Not
Sometimes
too
I'm
much
evil and I'm like,
fantasy.
just get into One Piece.
I, I mean, come on, why
Yep.
not?
When'd you get into One Piece yourself?
When did I?
Yes.
It took. This is so bad. It took years of trying. I mean, like when
I
I
don't
was
blame you.
watching Naruto,
Yep.
like that. I don't know. For whatever reason, that's very easy to watch.
Yeah, it's sort of crazy that we can like it's easy to suggest Naruto. It's 700 episodes, but
Right.
yeah, right. But
Um,
One Piece, oh my god.
yeah, I'm trying because I think I tried to watch it like back in 7th grade when I was watching Naruto and stuff. And there's been a few times I would get, I don't know. I mean, there were even times it felt like a lot back then, but I'd get like 60 episodes deep and then just drop it again. And that honestly, that literally happened like 3 or 4 different times.
Wow.
And then the time where I like finally committed to watching it was actually COVID. I started watching it during COVID, and then so I played for the Dolphins in the 2019 season, and then COVID shut the world down. And like a week before COVID shut everything down, my now wife and I we got a house in Fort Lauderdale,
Oh.
and so I was
Okay.
watching it there. And because I was cut, there were no workouts for the NFL. But then when things started to open back up in August and September, I had like 5 tryouts in a row. But because of the COVID protocols, I had to fly to where the team was and then test negative for COVID 3 days in a row. And
Oh, wow.
then I could do the tryout. So each workout I went to, I had like 2.5, 3 days where I had to be stuck in a hotel it's not like you could go anywhere. So I was like stuck in the hotel. So that was like the absolute perfect time to binge watch One Piece. And so, I was tearing through it, and then just kind of committed to it. And
Wow.
just
And
loved
you're
it
caught up
after
now,
that.
right?
Yes, I'm caught up to the anime, and then I'm not caught up to the manga because I've known that this trip was coming up, and so I planned for a big chunk of
Yeah,
the
save it,
flight to just read the manga and get fully caught up by the time I step foot.
man. Okay, I'm super hyped for you. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
whoo, because also when the anime comes back, about to blow
Oh,
everybody away.
it's such a good like. In the way that they like changed the animation too, and some of the artists
Oh,
they brought in, it's
it's
like the perfect
beautiful.
time for them to like kind of change things up.
Yep.
These fight like the Garp fight with
Uh,
Kuzan.
Aokiji, yeah, yep,
Yeah. Dude, it's
man,
everything's awesome.
yep. And then you saw like the fan letter, right?
Yes, that was
Yep,
beautiful too.
beautiful
I
episode,
only watch it.
beautiful.
I don't know why I only watched it once. I need to watch it again. I'll have 13 hours to refresh and catch up on
Yep,
everything, just everything too.
yep, yep,
I
yep.
just
No,
downloaded Made in Abyss.
oh,
I haven't watched that yet. I downloaded the first 2 seasons, which was really hard to find because it's not on any streaming service now.
yeah, it's weird. I think it's like on Sentai, but I'm not sure what's up with Sentai these days. So, yeah, also that one is a wild show, honestly. Like it seems kiddie, but just get prepared.
It's
Also,
pretty
it's
brutal,
a
right?
little weirdly sexualized at the beginning.
In
So,
the beginning. Oh, okay.
yeah. Yeah, like honestly, like the first few episodes I think can be a little weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just heads up if you're watching in public.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll watch a
But
few
also
episodes.
that show, like once you get into it, it can be like one of the more hardcore shows. Like just
Oh,
like
really?
yeah, I think like almost like violent and scary in a way.
I think I've seen clips on TikTok of some of the scenes you're talking about. I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whew, yeah, you're in for a ride. So I'm excited for you though.
Okay.
Wow.
Speaking of weird anime
Yes.
or like maybe problematic. Well, some themes are problematic. I just want to let's get this out of the way.
Yeah.
Opinions on Mushoku Tensei.
Ooh, I like it a lot.
Did you read the light novels?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Yes.
Oh boy.
All 26 of them.
26?
All of these.
Wow.
They're all like 300-400 pages each, and I like. So I will admit I did not read the first 7
I guess
because
because the anime.
I found the anime, and then I got caught up to the anime season 2, and then I went back a little bit in the novels and then read every. But I literally read from 7 or 8 all the way to 26. I did that from May to August or September.
Wow.
I was tearing through the
Serious.
books in the off season. I was tearing
Serious.
through them. And like that's why I wanted to ask you about it, because like the problematic parts, obviously, I read about them online, and like
Yeah.
for sure, like very weird what the author decided to keep in.
Yeah.
But as far as like someone who like I really like fantasy books, like growing up, and like hero's journey type stuff, and I know sometimes it's, at least today, it's impossible sometimes to separate art from the artist and then like certain themes from it, but the magic system,
Yep.
the storytelling,
Yep.
the
The characters, honestly.
redemption,
Yeah.
it's really good.
Okay, I'm
And
about to ask, like, does it hold up? Like, did you like the
I
anime or light novels more?
the anime, I think the anime does one of the best jobs of, I mean, it's not going to have all the details, but
Yeah.
like when you go back and you actually like look at the production value of the anime, it's like it does it justice. It really
Okay.
does.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, just that last fight that was in season 2, I
Oh,
was blown away. I wasn't expecting that level of things. Like with
so
that
do you
dragon
know
fight.
what's going to happen?
I don't. Or I was wondering. Like the last thing I saw was he got his 2 wives, and I
There's
wasn't
more.
even. I wasn't even. I wasn't even really mad at that. Like in
Yeah.
the world, polygamy's a thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's another thing. It's like, do you have an issue with that? Like, it's a thing in this world. No,
Yeah.
it's not
It-
something I'm interested in.
yeah. Like
That's
that's
like
what
a
I'm thinking.
medieval world where
Yeah.
they had that. I don't know.
That's
So
what I'm thinking. Like it's
yeah,
like in fantasy worlds, I'm like, let's not be so beholden to, I guess, like what we think it is. Sort of like
Yeah,
what's the rule? Like also like all the parties okay with it? Like I do think Rudy could have done at least opened that question up better.
yeah,
But yeah, it worked out, and
yeah.
everyone's happy, right?
There's there's other things where like I mean I was literally reading it and I'm like this author, man, like come on, like you're doing
Yeah.
such a good job. Like I said, the world building, the magic system,
Yep.
just the hierarchy of like power and there are politics that especially come into play later in the books, is so well done. And then you read the characters say some stuff and you're like, bro, like
Yeah.
this could actually be like an epic story.
Yeah.
And like truly some of like I don't know, I don't want to call it just like a pervy Japanese old man, but like that's just the way it reads sometimes. And I'm like,
Sometimes, like I do wish Rudy would, be less about like I'm gonna deify this pair of garments. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just like, bro, like you were perfect. You learned a lot of things, and then okay, bro, what were we doing right here?
truly, I think if they were able to like take some of that stuff out, I think the reception would be only like literally only
Yes,
positive.
yes. It's
I've
sort
read
of
a
like
lot of
Fire Force.
yeah, yeah,
Yep,
exactly. It's like it
yep.
would be the same, if not better, or appeal to a wider audience if you were just able to clean it up.
Ah,
I,
it's like
it's
I don't want to say like,
frustrating.
oh, it's just culture. It's just sort of like, why are
I
we doing
know,
this particular thing right here, right?
I know,
Ah,
and it's
I
just
feel
like
you with that. Yeah, I see you have like some good series on there. Like, yeah, I see like that's
yeah,
Berserk up top, right?
yeah, yeah. I got
Yeah,
really far. I was reading it on my iPad,
yeah.
and I got really far, and then I stopped. And then I swear to God, I can't remember where I left off, so I'm gonna have to like go
Start over.
way back and start over.
Yeah, I was planning to start over too. Like, rest in peace to Miura-san. Like, I read it like same thing, and then like I think there was like a hiatus, and then unfortunately he passed away, and I was like
Mhm.
worried if I was gonna start over. And I was just like,
Yeah,
you know what, might as well.
yeah. And so I have Berserk and I have Boruto, which that one,
Manga banks.
yeah, I am not caught up with that.
Ooh,
And then last summer there were just all those insane deals on the box sets of anime or
yep, yep.
manga. So I bought Chainsaw Man.
Nice,
I have some DanDaDan.
nice.
What is that one? Oh, I don't play Magic the Gathering, but I bought that first one. It's called Destroy All Humans. It's like
Yeah,
supposed to be
okay.
like a Magic the Gathering themed
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I'm kind of interested in that. I haven't even cracked it open yet. Free Ren and then Full Metal Alchemist. And then I have one of the light novels for Grimgar Fantasy and Ash because
Ooh, okay.
I really like the
Yeah, I
first
like
12
that anime
episodes.
too. Like I didn't know if it was still continuing or not.
Yeah, so they have a light novel, and I think it's almost fully. It might be done or it's almost done, but
Ooh,
it has like a lot of different ones,
okay.
like Mushoku Tensei. So I want to read that eventually.
You got good taste.
JJK, the Mushoku Tensei, and then Evangelion manga, and then the Pokemon manga, and then Shaman King, and then Solo Leveling, Shangri-La Frontier, and then I haven't read Witch Hat Atelier yet, but I
Ooh,
want
I've
to
been
read
wanting to
that
start
too.
that myself too.
And then because of all those insane manga box set discounts on Amazon, I got like the first three box sets of One Piece.
Yeah.
And then I'm waiting to open those. So this big thing is it's like state of the art like display case. It took like a year for it to get to me after I ordered it.
Wow.
But I have a few. I have like a few more pieces. It's basically gonna be floor to ceiling in my office.
Whew.
Like all of these. This is like sealed Pokemon stuff, and then which way do I need to move it? One Piece cards, and then all the starter decks for Japanese One Piece, and then if you know the trading card game at all, that's a blue bottom English white One Piece box, which that's basically the first edition base set
Wow. Yeah, like
equivalent
when
to
it
like
first came
Pokemon.
out, right?
Yeah,
Damn.
so I snagged that.
Wow,
But yeah,
amazing
I'm gonna
set.
put like all this stuff in the display cases and then really like go ham on the manga.
That's sick. No, I'm really proud of you with all that. Like that's a really cool collection that you got going on.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, like I want to collect, but I just don't yet have room or
Hmm.
space, or I just need to like organize my stuff better. Like I have. Let me see. I don't know if no, there's not like a
Oh
lot. I
yeah.
can so. Uh, yeah, I just have a Chainsaw Man set over there, and
Oh
then I
nice.
have like a few One Piece sets like they're at the bottom. But
Sweet.
yeah, no, I'm trying to get like you actually. Like that's really impressive. Do you have like a top three series? I guess yeah, top three anime series or so.
Anime series. Let's
Yeah,
see.
and also I guess like light novel series. Like you're in that world, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Crunchyroll. Right. I know. I said this on Twitter, and one of my old friends gave me crap for it, but I do really like solo leveling,
Okay,
and like I
like
don't
reading or watch
mind,
it.
huh?
Reading it or watching it.
Both, honestly. Like I don't mind. What's it called when like everything goes there? Mary Sue. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
Mary Stew or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess like
Gary
when the main
Gary
character is
Stew.
just all
Like
powerful.
yeah, it's like I'm if the show owns it and like they're okay with. I mean, it's just like One Punch Man. It's like he's takes one punch. That's it. That's what we do. And like you're expecting some super scary monster to finally give him
Yeah,
a
some
hard time.
like
It's like
some
no,
hard time, right?
that's not what this show is. He's
Yep.
only going to get stronger. So like I really like that, and like I think solo leveling to the point that I've gotten up to in the manga at least, like it's owning up to it, and it's
Yeah.
like unapologetic. And yeah, I'm cool with it. If
Yeah.
they want to do that, like I like it for what it is, and
Yeah.
um, yeah, and then Mushoku Tensei, like like if the show continues to do what they're doing, in terms of like doing the books justice, like that'll probably be an all time anime as well. The way he's able to grow,
Yeah.
and it's funny because like I think a lot of times in like literature, it's like even if the main character does end up coming out on top, some people want to call him like a Gary Stew or whatever, but it's like
Yeah.
no, like he got screwed because of these decisions. It's just the hero's tale. Like he's gonna come out at the end. Like I really like the way that everything develops. Like the I don't think the show's reached like the biggest plot to it. No, it definitely hasn't.
Ooh, I'm excited. Yeah,
Oh,
because
dude, like my heart sunk. Like I'm like, oh my, like it's messed up. It's messed up.
wow.
I like you
Because
might
like
have to order
some
the books and start reading. Like I'm
ooh
serious.
wow. Like because
It's
like I was
so
like some
good.
things already happened. Like there was some hardcore stuff that he had to go through.
He hasn't gone through Jack yet.
Wow.
I'm serious. Like he goes through so much crap.
Wow. I'm hype. I'm actually really. I mean, I really
God.
enjoyed it. I loved what happened in season two. Like that type of redemption. I thought like, oh, we're at a good spot. Hey, this guy's gonna be happy now. Finally,
Mhm.
got over, got over his main trauma. That's not his main trauma.
It's just trauma after trauma after trauma. But
Oh,
like
poor guy.
it's nice because he gets stronger because of it. But like there's some things that happen that are just like, oh god, it just like kind of takes your breath away.
Man, I do wish he would listen to that God figure more. Like he's just so. I'm not sure if he like has a reason to be so suspicious of it, but I don't know. It looks like he's looking out for him. I'm interested. I'm really. You got me hyped for that. I love season two, season one and season two. So I'm ready for more.
It's so I can't wait for you. You might have to pick up the book. If you do
Ooh.
pick up the books, you gotta tell me.
Okay, I'll let you know. Like
Okay,
I
okay,
now
okay,
you got me interested. I
okay.
thought I'd be cool, but
Let's see. This will really put the weeb label on me.
oh, you earned those stripes already, sir.
Yeah, I know, and it's like even more. God, because I swore I would never cross this line, but kind of like a slice of life, like
Ooh, slice
romance
of life on the list.
anime. It's like kind of overdone, I would say, but my dress up darling.
Wow.
But that's like so. Talk about fan service, but
yeah,
I don't know. I thought it was
yeah,
cute.
yeah. I do wish that main character would just also own it too. Just sort
Oh
of like,
yeah, but
bro. She's in
there
your
would be a
lap.
story.
Just
Yeah, there would be no story or tension if he was.
I always think does there have to be tension of like, oh, I didn't realize that this girl likes me, you know? Like I just
We're
it's just
just
like, bro.
friends. I swear.
It's like, bro. I think that because I like that show, but I was just like, please, bro, I need this win. I need you to do what the other nerds can't do.
I think season 2 comes out this year.
Oh boy.
They were the writers or the animators were on hiatus for another show.
Mm.
Um, let's see. I'm looking at all these.
Animators are working super hard right now.
Yeah, it's funny because I think there's a, on TikTok you'll scroll and then it's like, it'll be those TikToks where it like is just showing basically the first episode of the show, but there's that horrible AI voice
Oh yeah, yeah.
narrating what the character's doing, and it kind of it'll kind of seem interesting, and then my favorite first comment on those is like, smells like 12 episodes, like which is like
Yeah.
so true.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I've been watching a lot of those anime that just have 12 episodes.
That's pretty good.
Because there were actually a few on here. I'm scrolling just because I've watched like a few that I really like. There was Shangri-La Frontier. I really like that.
Yeah. It's like a better SAO.
Yeah, I did not like Zenshu. I watched the first
Really?
3.
Yeah, I saw people like geeking out about Zenshu actually. I didn't know what to think about it.
Maybe I need to give it more time. How many episodes are there? Okay, there's 11 episodes now. Maybe I need to give it a few more, but I watched the first 3 and I was like, eh.
I feel like that's fair. Like there's also too many content that's out there right now that I don't blame anyone for dropping something after like a few episodes.
Yeah. I agree. And I
Except
think
for One Piece. You got to give that a shot.
yes, you have to. Yeah.
I've been telling people for One Piece, you got to give it at least 50 episodes. Like get through Arlong Park.
Yeah. Yeah. And then at the same time I started Zenshu, I may be a guild receptionist, but I'll solo any boss to clock out on time.
Yeah.
That was okay. The
Yeah.
first 2 episodes. I might need to watch more. I've been meaning to watch ReZero.
I almost want to restart ReZero myself actually.
DanDaDan, love it.
Popping. Yeah.
The first episode. I've never watched the first episode of an anime more than DanDaDan.
Really?
I really like the animation. When Momo is like even just walking down the hallway, kind of like dejected, like something about it, and then like their interactions. There's something about that first episode, like even the voice acting.
Yeah, both dub and sub.
I haven't watched the dub yet. I only watched sub.
Oh.
Yeah, the voice acting, the animation, like everything about that first episode is so good. Loved DanDaDan, caught up with that.
I am afraid of recommending DanDaDan like the first episode because of the first episode. I love it. I personally love it, but I think it tends to scare off a lot of new people, you know?
Yeah. I think one thing I did read, and I don't know, it just depends on how you want to consume media, but one thing I did read is like if you tell someone who hasn't watched it before, like watching it in the lens of like the way Momo has to navigate like the aliens and stuff like that, if you the aliens and the spirits, if you understand it in a way that it's like you're kind of, as a guy, you're kind of watching what like some girls go through a lot more than you would ever think in terms of creepy guys, really messed up situations, and like viewing it kind of from that angle and like her gaining the ability to like ward them off, it's like it might be easier, but also like I can totally understand how that might trigger a viewer who has maybe like gone through some things like that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I like the redemption of it all, especially like by episode 4. But
and then like Turbo Granny, like she defends that space because that's where girls have been like abused before. So she like becomes this like spirit who like hurts people because she's defending these girls who have had like such horrible fate. So you kind of like, if SA is going to be a theme, it's like, how do these characters react to it?
Yeah, I think that's beautifully said right there, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is, I don't know. I guess that's just kind of the. It's good that society's talking about it. Maybe
Yeah.
it's
I
okay.
think we need to talk about it versus like it's just the unsaid thing that like happens in society, like it has been for honestly centuries, right?
Yeah, because the conversation of like essays bad, like that's not enough. Like
Yeah.
we know it's bad, but it's like, yeah, as guys, we're watching Momo go through this. It's like, how does that honestly make us feel? Like it's gross. That could be
Yeah.
our sister or a friend at school or something like that. So yeah, love DanDaDan.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I watched as reincarnated as an aristocrat. I'll use my appraisal skill to rise up in the world. Some of these,
Oh man.
some of these isekai anime titles are just horrendous.
It's crazy, and I'm shocked actually sometimes, like how
It's like, how does that literally
three
translate?
sentences
Yeah,
long, and somehow it works sometimes.
I got. I can't remember how far I got into My Hero Academia in college. I liked it. I think TikTok scared me off of that just because of the
Yeah, it's sort
subculture.
of sad.
Yeah. I'm 2 episodes away from finishing the first season of Reincarnated as a Slime.
Okay, I've been meaning
JJK,
to
really
finish
good.
that or really get into my. I've only like started it multiple times,
Mm-hmm.
and I've
It's pretty
always
good.
wanted to. I've always been hearing like it's amazing, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's pretty good.
okay,
JJK. Sorry, now I'm
you
just
got some good
listing all
taste.
the
No,
ones that I
this
like.
is good taste. Like I'm really enjoying like what you're going through, and I'm hoping that other people are getting some good recommendations when they listen through this.
And it's the other thing is like I'm just scrolling through the popular on Crunchyroll. Like there's so
Yeah.
many that I still need to see, but they're just not like priorities to me right now.
No. Yeah, there's too many.
Um,
What are your priorities right now?
I would really, and it's funny because like just watch it, but like I would really like to watch Vinland Saga.
Ooh.
Um, I would really like to watch ReZero.
Yeah.
Um, I watched some of the new Rurouni Kenshin. It's all right.
Okay. Yeah. It didn't seem like a high priority. At least I was hoping that people would talk about it, but no one really did.
Yeah, Formagia looks cool. Sorry, this is the ones that I've been meaning to. I've heard good things about Fairy Tale.
Oh, personally, I say don't do it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's all I need.
I've seen all of it.
AOT, watched like the first 4 episodes, couldn't get into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that's like
Wait, which show is
to
this
some
one?
AOT, Attack on Titan.
Oh, ooh,
I know. I
ooh.
know. Maybe I need to try it again. When I
I
tried
would
to watch it
say,
a few years ago.
yeah, try it again. Like,
Okay.
at least when you get to like season 3,
Oh, that's a lot.
10 out of 10. 10 out
Oh,
of 10.
okay.
Straight up, like,
Getting to season 3 is a big ask.
it
for
is.
one,
It is. Like, if the first
I'm just
season
giving
doesn't
you
hook you,
crap.
then
Okay.
I think you're free.
Okay.
But
I'll
if
try
it does hook
again.
you deserve it to get to season 3
Okay.
and season 4. Mwah. And I
Okay.
personally thought it was an amazing ending.
I've seen Hunter x Hunter. I didn't like Mashal.
Oh, really? That's fair.
I
That's
I
fair.
like the other one, the other Magic School one that came out recently.
Wisteria?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, yep,
I
yep,
really like that.
yep.
Where are these other ones I meant to watch? What did I say? Vinland? That one.
Yeah, Vinland Saga. I think more people today need to watch that. Although many people don't like season 2, but season 2 is I think work of art.
Chainsaw Man. But I have
Dope.
the manga. Up there
Hype for
too.
hype. Yeah, and also the manga where that's at right now is crazy.
Mob Psycho 100. Is that good?
Woo! Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
Hell's Paradise.
That's a banker.
Okay. Soul Eater.
Pretty good.
Code Geass.
Amazing.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about that.
Yeah, if you like Death Note, I think you should like that one.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I get those vibes too, just from the few clips I've seen.
It's a little bit more anime, in a way, like goofy, sometimes fan servicey, but it's really good.
Okay. Oh, this might be controversial too.
Lay it on me.
Especially after the first episode, Goblin Slayer. What do you like it?
I personally liked it.
I liked it too.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I know, I feel like I'm like, am I a weirdo for saying I liked it?
It's like it feels bad saying like, we'll just get past the first episode. It's like, ugh.
I feel you with that. For me, at least I liked it being like, damn, goblins got to go.
Yeah. There's something to
Goblins
be
are
said
horrible.
about someone who just hates
And
goblins
you know,
that
you
much.
see why. Like these things are really. But yes, if you get triggered, maybe don't do it.
Yeah. Oh, I
Maybe
liked
just skip the
Ranking of
first episode.
Kings. That's
Which
such
one?
a forgettable anime, though. Ranking of Kings.
You said forgettable?
Kind of. Always forget that I watched it. I liked it. I really enjoyed watching it,
Okay.
but it's just kind of, it's not like front of mind.
Oh man, I got a
Um,
sticker on my laptop like I look at every day.
Unwanted Undead Adventurer.
I've never seen that one or heard of
That
it.
one, I really liked the first 3 episodes, and then uh, I read the manga, and I think the author just stopped writing.
Oh, hmm. Yeah, I never even heard of it.
Yeah,
Unwanted Undead.
Adventurer.
Okay.
It's another isekai. Here's another isekai that is a mouthful. World's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat.
These just don't sound
Wait,
real
how many
sometimes.
words is this? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No title should be 12 words
At
long.
all. At all. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
Re Monster's pretty good. And then Bofuri, I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. That one's not bad. I've been watching that one.
Pretty good taste, honestly. Have you been to any conventions or anything like that?
My very first convention was this November. I went to. I can't even remember the name of it, but it was in San Mateo. It was
Okay.
pretty good. It was
Okay.
decently sizable, I would say. Not like too busy, not too crowded. Um, it was cool. It was chill for my first one.
Okay.
Saw some like Pokemon vendors, and then just some of the artist booths. And I'm not really like into K-pop. They had some K-pop booths and stuff. But I
Might
did
have been
watch
like
like
Anime Impulse maybe or something like that. I'm not
I
sure.
think it might have been that
Okay.
one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. I liked it for my
Okay.
first one. It wasn't like I said, it wasn't too much. It was my bye week during the season, and my family wasn't out here yet, so I went and did that. It was good. It
That's
was
cool.
fun.
Okay. Okay. Like I mean, I'm hyped for you. Like you're deep in it, so it's just like, oh,
Yeah,
what's the next level right there,
and a lot of
right?
the good conventions because of football, I can't make it out to just because of the timing during the year.
Yeah. Sounds
So
like it. I was like, ooh, bye week only, huh? Then I guess, but
yeah,
hey,
it is kind of
maybe
nice. It's kind of nice though to know that like when I do decide to retire from football, I have
you got a
kind
lot.
of all of that waiting for me, which is
Yep.
very very exciting.
Do you have like a timeline you're thinking about retiring?
Well, it's the wrench has been thrown into it because I really didn't. I still don't know when, but I really wanted to definitely make it to like 10 years of playing,
Yeah.
which I just need 8, 9, 10. I need 3 more years. And then really be like, okay, how much longer do I want to do this?
Yeah.
And then kind of my next goal after that was like once I get 10 years of playing total, at that point, if I was still with the Niners, I was going to see they have this wall at the 49ers where it's like the 10-year wall. So if you've like
Mm.
played there for 10 years, you get a picture and it's like every time you walk in and out of the locker room, you see it. And so I was like, oh, that'll be cool. I was kind of doing really well on track to hit that. And then they just cut me out of nowhere. So
Damn. Yeah.
that was kind
No.
of be my other like checkpoint goal was to do 10 years with the Niners, but can't do that. So we'll see.
All
I
right.
still got some years left. Like last year was my every year especially the last 3 years I've been getting like better and better. So like I'm not planning on stopping anytime soon.
Good. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm definitely rooting for you with that. Like, you never know where life is gonna go, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's, didn't expect this to happen, so who knows what'll happen.
Right. But no, no. Like, I mean, yeah, it definitely sounds like you got a lot of life more for sure. Like, it's
Mhm.
nonstop. But this is cool. And then, like, yeah, I'm super excited for you at Japan. I guess, like, since you said you had some plans, so, like, what are your plans so far?
So I'm definitely going to be spending some time in Akihabara.
Of
Obviously,
course.
just kind of a mecca for manga and anime, but
Yeah.
also trading cards. Super super passionate about that. I have some like cool Pokemon stuff, but I'm legitimately like trying to collect like every Japanese One Piece card. That's like
Every.
within reason, and like
Yeah.
as far as like the super stupid expensive ones, I do have like I have like the first few there's some that I'm just gonna have to like kind of give up on for like a long time. But I'm trying to get there's I need like I need like two more big ones because I like have like the winter cards that they give out, like they give out like three different ones, and so like for one set of them I have the first two and not the last one, which is the rarest one and most expensive, and then the next one I have one of the three, and so I really want those three to like complete those two like kind of winter card sets of like the first few tournaments, and then I'll just give up on the other ones for a little bit. But like promo cards, kind of like smaller winter cards, I want to like master set like all the sets, and like I'm doing a pretty good job. Like I'm pretty on pace. I was like kind of waiting a few months, letting things release, buying them up, and then shipping them over. But ever since I knew I was going to be going, I've just been kind of keeping a list of everything I'm going to need. And I've been saving up for the last year too. So like I'm gonna
there you go.
drop in a bag when I'm
I'm about
there.
to say, also hope you bring the empty bag, right?
Yeah.
Or buy a bag there and then
Yeah.
bring everything back.
I own a trading card business, and we're going to be
Wow.
opening up a store, like a brick and mortar store soon.
Wow.
So like my Japanese supplier is in Akihabara, and so he's going to kind of show me around. And then also if I have like way too much stuff, I'm just going to give it to him, and he's going to box it up and ship it to me.
Man.
But I'm hoping to get, because we're opening up the store. The store is on a main street in Ann Arbor, Michigan. It's on Main Street. So it's kind of like long and like narrow. And so I was just at Disney with my family 2 weeks ago, and just looking at the design of like all the theme parks and stuff, and like how good of a job they do to like make you feel like you're in this world. I'm like getting all this inspiration. I'm like, wait, we could make the inside of the store feel like a Japanese like alleyway or street. And so, there's like thrift stores and flea markets, and at these flea markets they have everything. So I'm hoping to get like, flags and banners and like maybe light up signs, or like, I don't know, like kind of like, those metal like Americana signs you would see like at a gas station or something.
Yeah.
Like, just like old kind of vintage stuff. But I want to make the inside of the store feel like
Japanese.
a Japanese, like,
I like that.
street.
What's the store called, by the way?
Ginza TCG.
Ooh, okay.
So I'll be staying in Ginza.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, you gonna go to Ginza?
Yeah, the first 3 nights I'm staying in Ginza. I've been wanting to go to Japan so bad that since I graduated college and like got my first credit card, I got a Delta card. So I've been like banking points.
Oh, nice.
So like my flight was like technically free with points. And so I'm in the like premium first class, but not like the Delta one.
Yeah, not like that.
Not
Yeah,
in that. That one's like,
that one
too
seems
much.
crazy. I don't know, like,
But
how people do that.
I got the one right, like the highest one that's not
That's
Delta
perfect
1.
for the international flights.
Yeah. And so
You're gonna be treated so well.
I can't wait. And then I'm gonna bring the flight attendants like candy and like Starbucks gift cards, and hopefully there's gonna be one Delta One suite that they'll just let me sleep in. I don't know. That's
You're playing your cards right.
Yeah,
I like
hopefully.
it. That's super cool. Like,
Yeah.
no, like, I mean, I gotta like keep up with you, like, and see like how like this trip goes for you.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait. And it's just me.
Okay, I'm about to say, like, you doing it with a family or
No, God,
Right.
no. No, God.
No.
My wife has like no interest in Japan, which is like fine with me.
Mhm.
She knows like how passionate I am about it. But my buddy who owns a trading card store in San Jose, like in the Bay Area,
Mhm.
he was going to come with me, and we were going to bring his social media guy, and we were just going to shoot a ton of content. But a week ago, he was playing pickleball and jumped in the air and landed on the pickleball and like did like a grade 3 sprain on his ankle.
Oh,
So he's like, I can't walk around Japan for a week in like 3 weeks. And I'm like,
that sucks.
because he like, it's cool because like he and I are good enough friends to where it's like, the days we want to hang out, we'll go together and like it'll be no big deal. And then the days we want to like do our own thing,
Yeah, you're
we'll
not
just,
like joined together the whole
it's
time,
not
right?
like we feel like pressure. But I'm super bummed about that because that was
Yeah,
really fun, and we were gonna do business there. We were gonna meet with like distributors and suppliers and stuff. But
man,
yeah,
that
kind of
would
a
have been
bummer
banger.
that happened. But you know, we'll see.
Darn you,
It'll be fun though.
pickleball.
It'll be I know it'll be fun to do it kind of solo as well and just see what I can get into.
Man, yeah, no, I was so hyped for you. I was like, that's like Japan. Honestly, is one of my favorite places in the world. Still,
Hmm.
like I've been there 3 times. I want to go to other places in the world, but I'm like, but Japan though.
Why would I go there when I can go back?
You know, straight up. But dude, it was a pleasure to talk to you. I gotta talk to you some more. I definitely would
Yeah,
like to
absolutely.
catch up with you like after your trip and see how that goes, and then
Oh yeah.
for sure get into a more One Piece. Like once you do all that, like
Yeah, we basically just talked about every other show, but
oh
One
man,
Piece.
maybe I
But
gotta do like a light novel, like as you come back, so
oh
that way,
yeah,
yeah, we have that trade off,
that would be good.
dude.
I
But absolute
I
pleasure, man.
really
Where can
I
people find
really
you?
hope you trust me with the Mushoku
Oh
Tensei.
no, no,
Like
no, I do. Like I think we understand each other. So
you should watch like the last few episodes of season 2 and then
yeah,
pick up like I think it's like novel like 9 or 10.
okay, okay,
It's good.
okay.
It's good.
I
It's
trust
good.
you. Like
Yeah.
I because I like it a lot, but also it is hard to tell people to like, oh, I love this show.
Yeah.
It's weird though.
Yeah.
I feel you
I
with
know
that.
that feel. I can't be too public about it.
Right? We gotta
Uh,
still be a little low key.
yeah. Yeah.
Where can people find you, by the way?
Yeah, Tabor snapping, Taybor, and then snapping, like
I
snapping
like
your
it.
fingers or long snapping a football.
Ah,
Yeah. Somebody in college said, "Is your username Tabor's napping?" And I was like, "No," but that would have been a good one. But Tabor snapping on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok, and then we're gonna be like revamping the website for my trading card site very soon, and like restocking it too. That's Ginza TCG GinzaTCG .com. So yeah, it'll
Sick.
be super cool. Right now we're specializing in just Chinese and Japanese Pokemon and One Piece. But very soon we're gonna have like Weiss and some other Japanese games, and then once we get our brick and mortar store, that's when we'll start getting English product, and we'll have Pokemon and Magic and kind of everything under the sun.
Oh, that's gonna be so hype. Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah, there's gonna be so much more content to talk about soon. So
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
super hyped for all
Yep.
that. So, dude, definitely have a great trip. Excited to hear more from you. And yeah, definitely everyone that listened, appreciate you. Please make sure you like, subscribe. Tell us your favorite anime, maybe your favorite trading cards that you would want to get at Ginza TCG, or whatever else tickled your fancy in this episode. Everyone, stayed up, y'all. Peace.